Today on episode 264 of Typical Chicago Fans, we have Sinkers and Floaters, the TCF Sports Minute, tier rankings, our NFC Preview, and the TCF top 3 of Cursive Letters. Let's roll.
And I would like to wish you all the best with your podcast, Typical Chicago Fans. Again, best of luck to you and your podcast, Typical Chicago Fans. And one final thought, Zach. Go Cubs! And peace.
Hello and welcome back to Typical Chicago Fans, brought to you by our incredible sponsor, Connect Roasters Coffee. Today is episode 264. Make sure to find us on X at typical_Chicago, as well as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Give all those pages a like. Head on over to YouTube, subscribe there for all of our content in video form. Wherever you get your podcast, we are there as well. So subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars, whatever you can, wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're now on the Odyssey app. So where you go to listen to 670 The Score, we are there as well. So check us out on all of those platforms. You can find me on X at Boomy TCF, but make sure to join the man that I am joined with today. That is Zach over here at Alilia TCF. Zach, I know we're in early August, but it's feeling like March or April outside. We've been dealing with rainstorms all weekend.
Yeah, but the heat is here still.
Yeah, it's
still very warm and the humidity sucks. But
yeah,
we've had more rain this summer than we've had in a lot of summers past.
I was thinking the same thing, and like you said, it doesn't feel like the rain is it's down into the 80s today, but it's been pretty standard high 80s, low 90s the last week or so. So it could be worse, at least it breaks a little bit for the rain. Everybody's yard looks really good. At least we're not in a drought.
I love it. It really helps not have to worry about your grass when it rains.
For sure. Unfortunately, it does mean we have to mow a lot more.
Yeah, but that comes with the territory.
Yep. I'll take this over a no rain summer all day.
Oh, yeah. You much rather have this than watching your grass just die.
Absolutely. Let's hop into things. As always, we've got sinkers and floaters. My sinker is a pretty easy one this weekend. It's having a sick kid. My son has the croup cough this weekend, so that's been not very fun to deal with.
Explain that to me.
Which is, I thought you had the croup when you were little, but
I might have, but it doesn't mean I know what it is.
Yeah, it's basically just like a really, really, really bad cough. Luckily, his was diagnosed as a mild case, but the worst thing was, you're probably not going to enjoy this.
No, we don't need to talk about this.
No, he puked in my mouth the other night.
That's insane. It was so
bad. I could tell something was wrong. This is 11 o'clock on Friday night. And I could hear him coughing, and because all the phlegm just builds up in the back of your throat, and then it triggers your gag reflex. So I go in and pick him up and put him to my chest, and I could just feel it coming, and he just waterworked all over me. And I knew it was coming, and I closed my mouth and eyes, and he was right here on my shoulder, and everything was good until I opened it. Something went in afterwards, and
God, yeah, I'm gonna throw up.
So it's fortunately it's been a pretty mild case. It is starting to get better, but you just hate it when your kid is sick. You just wish you could do anything to take it away. I'd rather me be sick 100 times out of 100. He's just so helpless, and he's just such an active kid. He doesn't want to stop doing things, but you have to rein him in,
And it's not like he can just tell you what's wrong.
Yeah, well, because that's one of the things that we took him to a prompt care yesterday, and he just keeps saying his mouth hurts, but he doesn't understand the difference between your mouth and your throat and all of that. So it's been a tough weekend here at the Boomy residence, especially
because it's for you guys. It's one of the more exciting weekends usually.
Yes,
with the Sweet Corn Festival. Especially at his age, it's always fun to take him up to the Sweet Corn Festival, and that one weekend of it, he gets sick.
Yep.
It seems like that's how it goes.
We tried to, go up a little bit in very small increments before it got really bad. Like we went up Friday night and he was just like, you could tell he was miserable. So we were maybe up there for 20 minutes. We tried to go up this morning just to get him some fresh air. He did fine, but then the rain came. So not much of a festival weekend for us, but that's okay. It'll always be here next year.
And he's doing better, so that's the good part.
Definitely.
I have two sinkers, actually. First one, Aaron Boone, dude. This guy sucks. This guy is just annoying. He got thrown out again today for a call, which wasn't even that bad. And he's just not a good coach.
He's not. And they keep bringing him back.
And he just, I don't know. He just seems like he just annoys me.
Well, do you remember a couple of weeks ago, he kind of went off. He has a show on John Boy Media, and he kind of snapped at the host. And I'm just like, dude.
He just seems like a guy who he's had a really good career baseball-wise playing, and now he's coaching the Yankees. And he just seems like he's mad all the time.
Yes. I mean, they're 65 or 62 and 55, and they're in third place. Like, I think if the playoffs started today, they'd be the final wild card team, maybe. But, like, that's not what the Yankees are supposed to be. Like, they have one of the biggest payrolls in baseball, and they're 5.5 games out behind the Blue Jays. But, like, in the same breath, he's been, like this for a very long time. And I think he's starting to realize the pressure, and he's kind of, like, lashing out. But it's like, I also don't understand why the Yankees keep bringing him around. It's been like this for 5 years now.
Yeah, and with a team that, I mean, they had no problem getting rid of coaches. They've really kept this guy around.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that. That roster is too talented to be 5.5 games out of first place. And they've had a terrible month of July.
And it just seems like he doesn't really coach like you're supposed to. He goes off of what you would say analytics and too much.
Yes, completely agree. But you can't be losing baseball games and be kind of
I would say if it wasn't Aaron Boone
about it.
If it wasn't Aaron Boone, he wouldn't have that job. Like not like he has the job because he's of his coaching skills.
It's because of his playing history.
And then my other sinker is you know how like NASCAR drivers always have to get on top of their car after they win?
I saw this.
19-year-old phenom Connor Zilick. He won a race. I was talking to my dad. My dad likes racing NASCAR. And like he's in the like playoff and everything. He fell, broke his collarbone.
Oh.
It's because he was trying to get up, and you know how they always spray water or whatever, I don't know, pop.
Yeah.
Everything, and he got up and he slipped off the edge of the window and fell right onto his shoulder, broke his collarbone.
Dude, I thought when I watched that video, I thought that his leg or ACL snapped or something because he went down into the window. His leg went down into the window and then he fell over on that. And it's like, that's how you tear ligaments. That was so bad.
He said, I just got a broken collarbone. I just have a broken collarbone. That's it.
He's going to have to drive the rest of the season one-handed at 200 miles
because,
an hour.
I mean, he's in the playoff. I don't know what that means, but he's in the playoff for the NASCAR or whatever, Xfinity Series. Like I don't know how that works. But, yeah, I don't understand. There was a guy, I think me and my dad were talking last night, a guy named Carl Edwards, I think it was. He used to do backflips.
Carl Edwards pitched for the Cubs.
I think there was a guy named Carl. There was also a Carl Edwards who, I think there was a Carl Edwards NASCAR driver. Let's see here.
Yep, you're right. Carl Edwards, not Carl Edwards Jr.
No, he used to do backflips.
Yeah, I remember that.
Off the window or off the top of his NASCAR when he would win. That's crazy.
Sick. That's sick.
It's sick, but you just were in a car for 4 hours sitting there. How can you do that?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
But yeah, I think that they should outlaw that. Just
that's probably
getting on top of the car.
especially like it's a car that's built to be aerodynamic. I can't imagine that like it's a great surface to be standing on. And then
If my dad
any
hears
sort
me
of
say
liquid.
this, he's gonna say I'm a crazy person. But why can't the doors just open?
Yeah, I've always thought the same thing.
Like, oh, we gotta crawl through this window.
Yeah, I'm sure it's aerodynamics, but
random story. So at Mall of America, they used to have like NASCAR simulator.
yeah,
Where you would like actually get in the car, and I mean it was sweet. It was so much fun. They don't have it anymore. But like being in a NASCAR is claustrophobic.
oh yeah. I mean, they're not built for comfort. They're built for speed. That's about it.
You need to, but the thing is, you got to get out through the window. I think that is. I would never get into a car that I have to get in and out of through a window.
I had a friend who had an old Dodge Neon that the passenger side door didn't work. So if I didn't want to crawl through, I had to get in through his window, and I did that many a times.
I wouldn't do it because that means if you get in through the window, that means you have to get out through the window.
Oh yeah, that's much harder. Now that I didn't mind crawling around for. Now getting in was easy. Getting out was the hard part.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're getting in through the window, you're getting out through the window too.
Yeah, it eventually turned into I just rode in the back seat. I didn't care. I was like, you're just gonna be driving Miss Daisy around over here.
Yeah, that's. I just don't understand that with the technology that has been put into NASCAR. They can't figure out how to open the door.
That is wild. My floater this week is something we kind of talked about a little bit earlier, but it's carnival / fair food. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I worked out so well this week just because I knew, obviously this is before my son got sick. Carnival food is one of my like favorite things on the planet. Just like going down the rows of every different type of thing you can imagine. It's the absolute best. And thankfully for my weight, we didn't get to enjoy it as much as we normally do, like lunch and dinner up there all 3 days, and had to just settle for dinner on the 2 nights. So it's one of my favorites. We've done top 3 drafts of fair foods, and it's the best. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fairs food kind of guy.
I just don't believe that.
I mean, I like the food, I guess, but I don't like the fair. And that's
It's
not like saying that anything's wrong with the Sweet Corn Festival. I don't like any fair. I don't like people.
We are very, very different people. I love that kind of. I love the big crowds. I love the wacky food,
Especially
the fried everything.
I guess you'd say new lifestyle that I kind of forced upon myself. I don't really like going out in like too big of crowds anymore. I think other substances helped me like being in crowds.
Sure.
And now it's just I'd rather just stay home and play video games. Been very that's my floater actually to get into it is video games.
Hey, before you take your float, I got to tell you, there's one up there. I believe it's just called the vegetable stand. And they have literally their whole menu is just fried vegetables. And I got the big combo plate. I mean, it was pickles, zucchini, mushrooms, cauliflower.
If you want fried food, go to a festival like that.
Dude, it's literally that's all they had, and it was I don't even like fried onion rings. It was one of the best fried food I've ever had in my entire life. Fried Oreos, they had, but this place was all vegetables. Take the healthiest thing you can imagine, make it unhealthy. I'm all about it.
Yeah, but at least you can feel good about doing it.
Yeah. The frying and the ranch, I doused it all in. Definitely took that feeling away, though.
You saying ranch isn't good for you?
It's not.
I love ranch, dude. It's my favorite.
You and me both, brother. So what's your floater?
Video games. I've been more into video games lately. Especially when I get home at night. It's 3 a.m. So it's not like you're gonna go out golfing or do anything like that. So I usually I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ooh.
That game is sick.
I don't know that I ever played the second one. I remember getting into the first one during COVID.
I like sports games, but I've been kind of getting more into games that have storylines.
Yeah. Oh, I love the storyline. Like the old, I'll go play the old GTAs. That's my favorite thing to do, is to do those old storyline.
The new Grand Theft Auto being like delayed until next year, just delayed 1 full year, is just insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, video games is my floater. It's just something I have 2 TVs in my living room. No big deal. And so I play video games, watch YouTube, usually stuff like that. And so that's my lifestyle now.
Yeah, that's one thing my brother and I were talking about, when you guys play PGA, and had told me something about updating. I was like, dude, I don't think I've turned my PlayStation on since before my son was born, and he's almost 2.5. And I play my Switch more than anything. But yeah, dude, it's one of those things I definitely miss. I need to find some more time to get back into it, because I just haven't.
Well, yeah, you don't really have as much free time at home that I do.
That's true. That's true. But eventually, we're going to get to the age where he's going to want to start playing video games. So we'll have to get the setup going back up down here. So
he's got enough systems down there.
Absolutely. We've got enough for the whole family and then some. So maybe have to get back to streaming Zlil. Remember we did that during COVID?
Yeah, that's the problem though. I always think about it, but when I play video games, it's like 4 a.m, so no one's gonna want to watch that.
You never know, dude. You never know.
Because usually I don't play it like 5 or 6 at night anymore.
That's true. That is very true.
I play it like 3 or 4 in the morning. So
hey, there's people all around the world on there.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the TCF Sports Minute. We'll start off with the Cubbies, 67-49, currently 5 games out of first place, 5-5 in their last 10. But none of this really matters because the Brewers just don't lose baseball games. They're going for their 8th win in a row today. Cubs don't play. We're recording this in the afternoon on Sunday. The Cubs are supposed to play tonight. It is pouring in St. Louis.
They don't play till 6.
The Cubs are good baseball. What'd you say?
They don't play till 6 at least.
Yeah, you kept it in perspective the other day. The Cubs have 67 wins. Now, the only teams that have better is the Blue Jays have 68, the Tigers have 68 in the American League. The Phillies have 67, the Cubs have 67, the Dodgers have 68, the Brewers have 72. So they're right around there with the best teams in baseball, but it doesn't matter because the Brewers have 4 more wins than the second best team in baseball.
But they are still first in the wild card, which is good.
I think they're 4 games up on that.
Yeah, I think 3.5, 4. It's just, you can't be mad at how they're playing. I know it's frustrating to say you look and go, they're 5 games out of first place, but they're also, the Brewers are the best team in baseball. And the way the Brewers won last night is just insane. They had a fly out to right field. Apparently, they got catcher's interference, which it was catcher's interference, but he gets another chance at it and then hits a home run. This just makes no sense to me.
They can't lose.
No, they just keep winning in crazy way. And then did you see something about this stupid? Actually, it's pretty awesome. This guy had a pocket pancake. One of the coaches for the Brewers was doing an interview. I think it was August. Maybe it was August, beginning of August or late July, and he pulled out a pocket pancake. And I don't think they've lost since he did that,
that's crazy.
Yeah, which I shouldn't like because it's the Brewers, but pocket pancakes. That's kind of fire.
There's never a bad time for pancakes. I'll die on that hill.
No, but I don't know what is going on in Milwaukee. But forget about that. Unfortunately, we got some guys who were doing good before the All-Star break struggling. PCA struggling.
PCA could hit a beach ball right now.
Kyle Tucker struggling, but it shows you how hard baseball is. Cal Raleigh, he's struggling. He has 47 home runs. Yeah. Baseball is a very hard game to stay consistently good at.
What was it yesterday? The Cubs go on to win in very convincing fashion. PCA 0 for 5.
But they do this. They score like 9 runs, and then the next 2 days they won't score anything.
Yeah. Well, they didn't score on Friday. Here's another thing I want to talk about. We just traded for Michael Soroka, who's going to pitch 2 innings for the Cubs. I don't think he's pitching the rest of the year.
We didn't give up much, though, so we can't really be mad about it.
Yeah, but you still you traded 2 assets for a guy who's going to throw 2 innings, who was also previously injured. This is not something new. That's what kind of drives me nuts.
Yeah, but it's not like anybody. We said this before. No one really got traded that we would have really wanted. I mean, other than you look at, but
still, you don't want to give up any. I mean, we gave up a AAA outfielder.
That's a tough thing to happen.
Yeah, and I get it's not his fault, but like we also the front office also knew of his injury past. Like this is not some confidential injury that he's had in the past, and he goes 2 innings. It's just like, and I get like I can't remember exactly the name of the guy they traded. It was a AAA outfielder, and like sure he might not have been anything, but like you still ended up giving up a AAA player for a guy who's probably going to throw 2 innings.
Yeah, but luckily I seen Jameson Tyone pitched last night for the Iowa Cubs. He pitched well. I know Javier Assad is rehabbing, so hopefully get those guys back and do something with that starting pitching. But yeah, that's tough.
And then Kittredge, right? He was one that threw the immaculate inning the other day.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was sick. I didn't realize there's only been like 130 perfect innings in recorded baseball history.
Well, that's so insanely hard to do.
Yeah,
and then
I think I saw that on Twitter. There's been 120 immaculate innings. That's insane. Baseball's been around a very long time.
Cade Horton playing real well.
Yeah, I got him on my fantasy team. Cade Horton shoves, dude. He doesn't give up runs.
He got 85% strikes in his last game, which is like the best for a Cubs starting pitcher in like a long time.
Was it him that had thrown like 67 pitches and they took him out?
I don't know.
Or 78 pitches. I'm fairly certain in his last start they went to the bullpen and he had gone 6 innings, but he only threw like 68
Well, yeah, they
pitches.
lost the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? I get it. He's a rookie, but like, come on. He's 68 pitches. Christ, we've had relievers throw that many pitches.
Especially with this bullpen.
Yes. What are we doing? Cade Horton is shoving right now.
I guess Daniel Palencia is our closer going forward. Which I like, but it's just, I mean, he throws gas, but sometimes that can come back to hurt you.
When Palencia is on, he is one of the, I would say, top 8 closers in the National League. But when he's off, holy cow, is it bad.
Yeah, but
when he's off, I mean, unfortunately,
you said about a lot of
yeah, but the thing is with him is like he doesn't have the track record. Like you could say about Aroldis Chapman, he's on more than he's off. Where Daniel Palencia,
you gotta give the guy a chance.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm perfectly okay with Palencia being the closer for the rest of the season.
And then I seen Amaya might be coming back here soon. He's supposed to maybe be meeting the team in Toronto.
I like that.
On Tuesday. So maybe the team will come back together a little bit. It's just that starting pitching is very nerve-wracking to think about that in a 7-game series.
Yeah, big time.
But and a lot of that. Well, Cade Horton's pitching well. Hopefully, we can get Tyone and Assad back. Who am I missing here? Birdie.
Which one?
Is it Michael Burt? Who made the All-Star?
Who made the All-Star team?
Starting pitching.
That was Matthew Boyd. He hasn't been hurt.
Birdie. No, he hasn't been hurt. I'm talking about pitching that. Who was I thinking of?
I thought you said John Birdie.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of.
Not a pitcher.
No, that's his. But no, Matthew Boyd, another good starter. So if
Colin
we can
Ray's
get
been pretty solid too.
4 to 5 good starters going here, I'd be happy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
John
big,
Birdie, not a starting pitcher.
but he did pitch this year, I think.
Yeah, hopefully never again. I don't even think he's on the team, is he?
Did they release him? No, I thought he played yesterday.
Maybe.
I thought he was. I could be wrong. I'll look that up. Big week coming up for the Cubs. Toronto's a very, very good baseball team. And then next week, 5 with the Brew Crew. No, John Birdie's on the Cubs.
He is? Yeah. Oh, my God. Brewers just tied it up.
Oh, my God.
End of the 8th. Jeez Louise, dude.
Thinking Mets.
But yeah, they got a doubleheader next Monday, and then they have 3 more games after that with the Brewers. That's going to be huge for them. I think it's in Chicago too, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I haven't looked that far ahead.
Milwaukee is flooded right now.
Yes, it is. That was insane.
But yeah, huge few weeks here for the Cubs. The season's going to be over before you know it.
I know. It's crazy. Moving into the White Sox, pick up a win, just finished their Sunday afternoon game, 43-75. It's kind of the same conversation we keep having. They're clearly much improved. Will Venable is a good head coach. They're not going to have to worry about finding a new head coach next year. They're winning some games. They've been really solid since. I don't know if I'd say really solid. They've been improved since the All-Star break. What more can you ask out of a team that set the major league record for losses in a season last year?
Yeah, Sosa, they have him. I'm watching actually the post game for the White Sox. He has 14 home runs this year. Montgomery's playing well.
I think Montgomery hit a bomb today. I think he hit it onto the concourse in right field. That's
unfortunately. Andrew Benintendi playing well for the frickin' Brewers, which is just unbelievable.
I can't stand Andrew Benintendi.
Just how is he doing well for the Brewers? I don't understand that. But yeah, they're doing what you want them to do.
Andrew Benintendi's not on the Brewers.
Who am I thinking of? I'm so
You're thinking of Andrew Vaughn.
Vaughn, jeez,
Andrew Vaughn.
I shouldn't be trusted with a name. Andrew Vaughn pissing me off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But yeah, the White Sox playing well. They're gonna easily double their wins, if not triple almost from last year.
No, what they have 40 last year?
Well, what's the worst record of baseball?
Last year they set the record.
They lose 120 games.
Yeah, I think they were 42 and 120 or something like that, and they're already at 43 wins today. So they're not going to double their wins, but
that's crazy to think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, they're doing what you want them to do. They're going in the right direction for a team that is rebuilding, and it seems like at least the fan base is having fun.
Yeah, big time. And they've done things like, the Mark Burley statue this summer, and like we've talked about it a million times. I feel like we just beat a dead horse with the White Sox, but like a fun environment, cheap to get into, tailgating, good food. Like you can't ask for a whole lot more. And the team is improving. It's not what it was last year. And I'll be honest, I think very highly of Will Venable. I think he's going to be a really good coach.
I think they really found a good coach. They've been looking for a while here for a guy who can really get across to the players and the players' trust. I think they got in that, and that's all you really want.
Big time. Can't ask for a whole lot.
Colin Montgomery, home run, 452 today.
It was to the concourse behind right field. That's a nuke.
That's fun. That's some guys who are going to be on the White Sox going forward that are playing well.
For a very long time, hopefully. Shifting gears, quick one on the Chicago Sky. The losing streak is over. They had lost 8 in a row. They are now at 8-23. Really not a whole lot to say here, but they did pick up a win.
I think Angel Reese is done for the season.
Oh, that I did not catch that.
She has been playing. She's been out. and I don't think there's much of the season left.
That's great. Yep. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. But you know what? In this case, with her being as young as she is, you're almost to a point.
Haley
You're 31
Van Lith,
games in.
100th point.
Yeah, that's what you need out of these other players. Like if Angel Reese is going to be out, like you're kind of just starting to pack it in for next year. You're already 3/4 of the way through the season.
And then kind of going WNBA, the Fever, they're having some injury problems too.
Yeah, big time. There's a lot of big names in the WNBA.
Season.
Who?
The Fever lost 2 players that are going to be out for the rest of the season.
It's not good.
No,
it's not good.
And Caitlin Clark has not been playing.
Yeah.
But that's who the Sky just played.
Is that who they beat?
They lost to the Fever. They just recently lost to the Fever.
Gotcha. Shifting over to the Bears, had their first preseason game. We're recording this Sunday afternoon, so the game actually just got done a little bit ago.
Tie game.
They are 0-1 in the preseason.
Dude, I guess you don't want to like go longer, but like have a kickoff or something. Do something.
Do rock, paper, scissors for it.
A professional sport should never, ever tie.
I could not agree more.
Like in hockey, I get they have the like 0-0 because of overtime.
Overtime
but
losses.
There's at least a winner in that game.
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing should end in a tie. I as much as I agree with you, preseason sucks, dude. Oh my god,
the worst. It's just
I can't do it
because like I think it was the Minnesota Vikings. I can't remember who the player was, but he got hurt. Well, yeah, that too, but that was really bad.
Yeah,
but I think it was the kick returner for the Vikings. He got hurt and might be out for a while. And that's one of those things. It's just like one game is all you really need, if that.
Yeah, I agree. Or even just like a joint scrimmage game. You should be.
Well, they already do that before. Like the Dolphins and Bears have been practicing together all week. Why do they need to play each other?
I agree. It's stupid. But
it's not like baseball or even like basketball where you're just going out there. I mean, there's very low risk of injury. There's a very high risk of injury in every single play.
Right, because even if you try to like not go 100%, you're more likely going to get hurt because you're trying to pull it up. Like I know I got the notification on my phone yesterday that the Packers preseason game was starting, and I just I could not possibly
Justin Fields, man.
Yeah, I think Malik Willis started for the Packers. I'm just like, I just don't care.
Yeah, because I've heard that they didn't play Caleb Williams because they say he's been playing so well. But it's also, what is he playing? What would he be playing for? He's not playing for a starting job. He's going to start. Tyson Bagent is going to be the backup, and Case Keenum is there to, I guess, be the veteran. But when you're in a position like that, there's really no reason to worry about playing him.
Yeah,
I don't even care if he plays maybe a half, if that. That's all. I don't even care if he plays that. I think this whole, if you don't play him before the regular season, he's not going to be ready. It's football. I don't need him to play an official game before the actual game.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing, man.
There's just too high of a risk, especially for a quarterback.
The big time. It only takes one weird hit.
Also, I think it's Jamal Williams used to be the running back for the Detroit Lions. Yeah. He loves Pokemon. Am I thinking the right guy?
Williams?
You know what I'm talking about? He played for the Lions. He had a I guess you would say, I don't know how you would say it, not a pro day, but like he had a tryout with the Bears.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So former Ben Johnson running back. I think it's Jamison Williams.
Yeah, Jameis. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, he had a tryout with the Bears, which would be another good fit. Ben Johnson, he knows Ben Johnson's offense. You can never have too many running backs.
That is very true. Yeah, I saw that Swift was still in like the third quarter. I'm like, that's never a good sign for anybody.
I can't believe he's still playing.
I was thinking that too. I thought he was done last year.
You would think, but if he wants to win the Super Bowl, he's on the right team.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, hey, one of us is 0-1, and one of us is 0-1. So
I'm glad you care so much about preseason. That's so cute.
Did I see that CJ Gardner won? Did he really wear the cheese head?
Who?
Is it for the Jets?
That was from when they played like 3 years ago.
Okay, that wasn't the other day.
No, I don't think I didn't even say I know he wore one when the Jets beat the Packers like his rookie year.
That was. Let's see. I gotta look this up because if he did,
he might have. He very well. That was Sauce Gardner, C.J. Gardner, Willie or whatever. He was the one that tore his ACL for the Texans.
I'm about 0 for 4 on names here today.
Yeah, well, not your best brain day, but.
Yeah, it says Sauce Gardner wears another cheesehead after the Jets crushed the Packers in preseason. First of all, I don't think they crushed them. It was 30-10. But yeah, he wore preseason. He did.
Dude's a dork.
As he's holding another player's jersey from the Packers.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, preseason, gotta love it. So something you do really need to love, though, is our friends over at Connect Roasters Coffee. I promise it's the best coffee around that you're going to find. Ian Happ drinks it. It's in the Cubs Clubhouse. You know it's good quality stuff. I'm not the biggest coffee guy, but I'm telling you, it's the only coffee that I will drink. So it's good quality coffee. Make sure you check them out. Get on their website, connectroasters.com. Find them on X at Connect Roasters. Make sure you get yourself over to the storefront in Bourbonnais and get yourself some good Connect Roasters coffee. So as always, a big shout out to our friends over at Connect Roasters. We've got another segment of tier rankings. For those of you that don't know, we have the very typical tier rankings that you see online, S for superior, and then A, B, C, D, F, as in the grading scale. And this week we are doing the NFC logos. So we will start in the NFC East. Let's start with the New York Giants. I'll start, Zach. This is like a D. This is very boring.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's very basic, you'd say.
Yes, I think that's the nicest way. The nicest way to put it. Right? They could do something more. There's something cool you could do with the Giants, but this ain't it.
No, the NY is just boring. You could do something with it, like the G or something.
Or even like have a giant as the logo. I don't know.
Yeah, just yucky.
All right, Eagles.
Well, I didn't get to do mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you went.
No. I'm going to go the same as yours, the D.
All right. See? Great minds. Eagles, what do you got?
You know, I'm going to go with an A. I think it's pretty sweet.
I'm with you. I was actually going to say, I'm going to go B. I like this a lot. The only reason it's not an A for me, I like their old one with the eagle with the wings out and the talons reaching down just a little bit more. But this is really solid. This is a B in my mind. So the Commanders. Just a W.
I'm going to go with a D.
I'll go C here just because I like the colors.
I just think it's so boring. And they had a very cool one.
Yeah, problematic, but very
former
cool.
name.
Yep. No, I'm with you. If it wasn't for the colors, I'd be like D or F territory. But I'll give this a C.
Yeah, we'll give it a C.
Cowboys.
I'm going with D. What'd you say?
Cowboys.
I'm trying to get a good look on it. I'm gonna have to go with an A. I think the star is cool. I know we all hate the Cowboys, but that is cool.
I'm kind of with you. I hate the Cowboys. I'm going to go B here as well, though, just because it's so iconic, right?
Is
The
A
white, the
below
silver.
B or is B below?
It's
Okay,
like a
S A
grading
B.
scale. A is it's S, then A, B, C, D, F.
Yeah, so I'm going A. I think
I'll
it's
go B.
pretty sick.
I'm with, and like you see that, you see a star out, a blue star anywhere, you're going to think of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones. It's almost like the Yankees. Like you're just trained to dislike it.
Yep.
But
Very
I think
much.
it's pretty cool.
Very much. Let's go to the NFC North. Let's start with the Vikings. Now sometime we might have to put our bias aside.
I'm
What
gonna
do
have
you
to
got
go
on
with
the
S.
Vikings? Yeah,
I
thank you.
think that
I
is a
thought the
very
same
cool
thing.
logo. That's very original, unoriginal in a way. Like it's very like
Unique.
different than a lot of the logos.
It's unique and it's old
It's an
school.
actual logo.
Yes, I thank you. I was going to say that as well. That is in the S category for me.
I think the whole like tradition of the Vikings team is very cool.
Yes, I agree. And even like the helmet kind of spawns off of the logo. You know what I mean?
I like it's the same thing. You've always been trained to dislike the Vikings because they're in your division, but their logo is very cool.
I agree. Let's go Lions.
I'm gonna have to go with an A. Another one that I think it almost could be an S too. Same as the Vikings. It's an actual logo of the team, and it's not just some letter.
I'm gonna go A as well. Like we talked about with the Cowboys, it's iconic. Detroit's one of the oldest teams in football as well. I like this one, and I like that they did the black outline on it. Kind of gives it a little bit of pop, but it's been consistent for almost 100 years. So I'm with you there. We'll go with the Bears, and I'll even say this, Zach. This is an A to me. The head logo, like the
I'm gonna give it an
bear.
S just because it's my favorite team. I think it's originally probably an A, but like I think another one. It's an actual logo.
Yes, and it's like the roaring bear. It's not just like a silhouette of a bear. It's like I like it a lot. Now we got the Packers, and as a Packers fan, I will say this stinks. I wish we had an actual logo. I'm gonna go C because obviously it's my favorite team, but like it's just a G.
Yeah, and there's so many other football teams that use almost that same exact logo.
Started with the Packers, though. It was
no, I know, but like Grambling, like they use it,
Georgia.
Stuff like that. It's very usable because it's just a letter.
Yes.
I mean, if you're gonna even as corny as I would say it would be, even if they did like a cheese head or something, that would be better than just the G.
Or even like the team's named after like meat packing.
You're literally your stadium is Lambeau Field after the guy who's the trophy is made after.
Yeah.
You could even incorporate something with the trophy. You're the only team that could do that.
Exactly. Especially in the NFC North, like some of the best logos in football, and then we have the worst one in the division.
I just don't like the letter. And I know
it's just,
as a Cub fan, we probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I think that it's just there's so much you could do with NFL logos.
I completely agree.
And
I get tradition.
As much as I always be a hater of the Packers, the color scheme is cool.
Yeah. It's unique.
It's different.
Yep. We're just missing something, and I think it's a new logo, but people would riot if they ever changed it.
Oh, and yeah, that's the thing too. It's a team like the Packers, they're the original teams and this and that, and you can't change anything. And that's just, I don't think, correct.
I completely agree. Let's transition to the NFC South. I think another really solid division here. Buccaneers.
Trying to get my eyes on it.
The one with the sword and the ripped flag.
I'm gonna go with A.
This is an S for me.
I think S too. Yeah, you're right. S. I shouldn't. This is sweet.
This is sick. The sword and the ripped flag. You can't ask for a whole lot more in a logo.
The NFL has way cooler logos than baseball.
100%. I was starting to think that too when I was looking through these.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And I love the color scheme, the pewter and the red. It's a great logo.
The ripped part of the flag too.
Looks like it's flying or sailing on a ship.
Yeah.
I love it. The New Orleans Saints.
Also very cool because it's very New Orleans. That is New Orleans.
I'll go A as well. I like that one a lot. It's also super unique. There's not, I can't think of any other schools. Maybe I think UL Lafayette, the Ragin' Cajun, used something like that for a little bit on one of their logos, but no one uses that.
Another team with a very cool color scheme too.
Yes, big time. The Carolina Panthers.
I don't want to keep giving them out, but I think that's an S.
Oh, see, it's like a B. I love the color scheme of the Panthers. It's just that Panther logo is just a little outdated for me.
I know, but the Panthers roaring.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean,
if a baseball team had this, I think I would put it in an S tier.
I think there's maybe in the NFC at least, maybe the Commanders. There's no other ones that are as bad as maybe the Packers are kind of down there too, but none of them compare to the MLB.
Oh, I completely agree. Falcons. I know theirs is not newer, but it's like a newer-ish logo in the last 15 years.
I'm going to go A, maybe even a B. I think I'm going to go B because they could do much more with the Falcon.
Yeah, and I think I'm in a B category as well, just because of the fact I like their old one that was a little more simple. Like the 90s.
This is
Falcons.
Generic, like somebody drew it almost.
Yes. Yep. I like that one a little bit more. Great color scheme, though. Big red and black fan. So, again, it's another one, though. If a baseball team had this, I think I'd put in the S category.
But it's just they could do much more with the Falcon.
Yep. I agree. Let's move to the NFC West, the Rams. This is an S category. I know people hate this. I love the new Rams logo.
I'm going to have to go A because I think the old Rams logo was better.
Yeah, the silhouette of the Ram.
And the problem with the LA is there's 2 LA teams now.
Yeah, they were there before the Chargers, so I'll give them
I understand that. That doesn't. I'm just saying, if you see LA, with that color scheme, you could almost think it maybe it's the Chargers. Yeah. I know it's powder blue and dark blue, but I think they should make it more Rams themed than LA themed.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying here.
It kind of, if they were the only LA team, it would be a lot different.
Now, they have a secondary logo that is just a Ram's head. That's also a really good one, but they should incorporate that more into the primary logo.
I mean, with what's coming off of the A, you don't really notice that that's a Ram.
Right. A Ram horn.
But with the Chargers, that bolt. That's the Chargers. With the LA Ram, you can maybe get that confused with the Chargers.
For sure. Arizona Cardinals. A little boring.
I'm gonna go B. Still cool though. They at least have the cardinal. It's an actual, like I said, it's an actual logo. Some of these teams that use the letter, that's not really a logo.
Yeah, it's just a stylized letter.
Especially I keep going back to this, but the Cubs. That's baseball though. In football, a lot of teams use the actual logo.
I agree. Seahawks.
I'm going to go B.
Really?
I think they could do much more with the Seahawk.
It's a mythical bird. It's not a real animal.
I know, but you could do anything you want with it.
That's fair. That's a good point.
And all you're using is the head.
This is an S tier for me. I love this one.
Crazy looking Seahawk.
Yeah. I
can't be that's not real. Well, it's not real.
I love their color scheme. I think it's super unique. You don't see that really anywhere.
I think also they have a great fan base, which helps the logo.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
and their success and recent
don't
years
really
has had.
have, other than the Mariners, they don't have any other professional sports.
Yeah.
So, and they were so good for a period of time.
Yeah.
But I just think that they can do whatever they want with it. They can make it this giant bird.
That is true.
Or hawk,
that is true. I don't disagree with you.
They can do whatever they want to it.
San Francisco.
I'm gonna have to go A. I think it's
I'm
cool.
going B.
Love the color scheme, but they should incorporate the 49 in there.
Yeah, or some like like an old school. They used to have like an older logo that was a miner.
Yeah,
like a pan sifter that was panning for gold.
Looking for gold.
Yeah, like it's okay. I think it's a little outdated. And I think kind of like you said about with the Seahawks, there's something more they could do.
I think they should incorporate the 49ers in it somehow.
Funny story, the 49ers tried to change their logo in the mid-90s and the fans revolted, and 2 days later they changed it back.
A lot of these teams just can't.
Yeah.
Like the Packers can't.
Yeah, 49ers are kind of very similar to that. So we'll do the AFC next week. Let's jump into our NFC preview. So we're going to go through here a little bit, pick our division winners, teams we're going to buy stock on, sell stock on. So let's start in the NFC East. I think this is clearly the Eagles' division to lose, but I do think I think the Giants are going to be better. The Commanders, I'll be honest with you, Zach. I know we haven't quite got to it. If I'm selling stock, I'm selling stock on the Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to replicate what they did last year.
Yep. And I like Jaden Daniels, but look what C.J. Stroud still made the playoffs last year as a sophomore. It's hard to have that, continued success into year 2.
Yeah, and I just think that the Eagles are going to be good, and the Giants might be good.
And I'll be honest, I think the Cowboys are going to be better.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be a good division, and I think it's just a second year for a quarterback like Jane Daniels. It's going to be tough.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. So in this division, I would buy stock on the Cowboys. I do think the Cowboys are going to be much better. They had a really down year last year. Dak Prescott gets hurt. I'm going to sell my stock on the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I just
Are you buying stock on the Giants?
I think I am.
All right.
I think that they have the right quarterback room, and they got some. I mean, Malik Neighbors is very good.
Big time. And let's be honest, Dable's coaching for his life right now.
Yeah, I mean,
if they have another bad year, he's gone.
I just think that they have a very veteran quarterback room.
It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
I think Jameis should get that freaking job, dude. Give it to him.
I just got a feeling they're going to give it to Russ.
Well, yeah, they're going to have to give it to Russell.
Yeah.
But for Jameis Winston to be your backup, I mean, I know everyone hates on it, but for him to be a backup is pretty good.
Yeah, and then Jackson Dart is a rookie getting.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he played pretty well. I think it was last night.
Yeah.
You just don't really know, but
exactly. A lot of questions there. We'll do the NFC North next. I think probably the toughest division in the NFC, but that's a little biased on my end. Obviously, the Bears will be improved, I think. I hate to say it like this, but as always, super high expectations, but for a good reason this year. New coach, new system. Packers, I'll be honest with you, Zach. I think the Packers are going to be good, not great again.
Yeah, I think that Packers are going to be up there fighting for it. I think that I just feel like the Lions are going to have a drop-off.
I was thinking the same thing because talking about selling stocks, I would sell Lions stock right now. You lose Ben Johnson, that's a huge piece of what they did there.
And I like Jared Goff, the guy. I don't know how much you can trust him as a quarterback. Especially
the older he gets. He's a really good quarterback, don't get me wrong. But he's not getting any younger.
He's a good quarterback.
Their offensive coordinator. There's a lot of question marks there. And I don't think the Vikings are going to be horrible, but they're not. They're going through.
they got JJ McCarthy, who's most likely going to start.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much you can trust in that.
Who is the veteran they brought in?
Let me see. I can't.
I'll be honest. I think this division's going to go, and you're probably not going to like this. I think the Packers and Lions will be. I think the Packers can win the division. I do think there's a lot of question marks on the Bears. I mean, there's a lot of question marks. You can only bring in so many guys and throw them in and hope it all hodgepodges together. And I think Ben Johnson, it was the right pick, but there's no guarantee that he's going to have this thing rolling on year one.
Their three quarterbacks are JJ McCarthy, Sam Howell, and Brett Richmond.
Yep, Sam Howell was the one I remember. I think the Packers do have enough to win this division. I think the Lions might finish second, but there's also I think in best case scenario, the Bears can win 10 games, but that's not a bad number. You know what I mean?
I think the Bears' defense will be there, like it always is. Usually, they look at their defense as well. It's just, how is that offense going to go? And you just never know.
And I know I'm saying this as a Packers fan who is inherently then a Bears hater. There's a lot of question marks on Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the year. This is the year. He has everything that he needs. If it doesn't work out this year, you can't go, it's whatever this year. This is the year he has to prove himself, or we're going to have to start maybe figuring something else out.
Yep. I agree. So,
but also, I kind of hate training camp.
No, and as much time of the year is the worst
exposure as it gets. Would
you like to comment on the temper tantrum thrown the other day?
I liked it. I think that means he cares.
Oh, if that was Jordan Love, you'd be saying that was the dumbest thing you've ever seen. And he's a crybaby.
I never hate on somebody getting mad at themselves. It's not like he went over and pushed a player or yelled at a wide receiver. Like, that kind of stuff sucks. But when you're mad at yourself, that means you're trying to be better. I would never get mad at any player for getting mad at himself.
So it's not like it's a ball he threw to Cole Kmet that went through his hands and then he threw a temper tantrum.
Yeah, he didn't yell at Cole Kmet or any other wide receiver or anything like that. He got mad at himself. And also, those drills are so, I think, dumb. I mean,
yeah, I don't disagree.
You think about it, and first of all, why is there so many cameras at a training camp?
It's a dull part of the season, and
you know what I mean? Though, what are you really getting from that? What if a camera was on 24/7 at spring training?
Yeah, big time. It's
just one of those things. I just think it's a little overblown, but maybe it's good for him.
I'll be very honest with you. We talked about, I said I would be selling Lions stock right now. I don't know how much of it. I wouldn't be completely dumping it. I do think they have enough to win this division. It's just a lot of question marks with them. Speaking as an objective observer, I would be buying Bears stock, though.
I mean, you have to. I mean,
you have to.
What they were last year, you have to think that they're going to be better.
And it's like,
also, Jordan Addison's suspended for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a big part too. That's big.
I think he's suspended the first 4 games.
I would like to say that I'd be buying Packers stock, but I'm basically just saying I'm going to hold it because Jordan Love missed 4 or 5 games last year. They still make the playoffs, and I felt like it was a very mediocre season for Green Bay.
Their stock is almost like if you were buying stock in the Commanders. They're already a very high stock. There's not much to get higher other than the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yep.
If you really think
there's a lot of question marks there too, though. A lot of young guys, and it'll be interesting to see. I think the NFC North is.
But yeah, Jordan Addison will not be playing against the Bears week 1, so that
is true.
I mean, that at least took a little pressure off of Justin Jefferson when he's playing.
That's true.
And now that he's not going to be out there, it's going to be all on Justin Jefferson.
Big time. I didn't even think about that. NFC South, which I also consider the worst division in the NFL, but I think will be improved this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, here's what I'll say.
I think the Saints are going to be better.
See, I don't know if the Saints are going to be better.
I think they will.
I think Tampa's going to win this division. I'm never going to bet against Baker Mayfield in this awful
I think
division.
it's Tampa's division to lose.
Do you know who I think I'm going to buy stock on? Is
Who?
the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, Bears were going to draft him. Who am I thinking of?
Yeah, I also think I'm going to buy stock in the Atlanta Falcons. I
think the Falcons are in disarray.
Oh,
I don't know
Michael
what they're
Penix?
doing at quarterback. I mean, why have Kirk Cousins if you're going to draft a quarterback?
That was last year's news. They already made Penix the starter.
I know, but then why is Kirk Cousins even on the team?
That I don't disagree with, but you can't just pay him $70 million to walk away. Bryce Young is going to be. I think Bryce Young had a good end of the season.
Andy Dalton is his backup.
Yeah, I did see.
You know who his backup is?
I do not.
Jake Plummer.
No way, not Jake Plummer.
Jake Plummer retired. Jack Plummer.
I was going to say Jake Plummer retired 20 years ago.
I don't even know who Jack Plummer is.
But I don't think Carolina's
JACK. Sorry.
Okay. I don't think Carolina's good enough to make the playoffs, but I think they're good enough to win like 8 games.
Yeah. I mean, it's a division that is up for grabs.
Definitely.
But I do think it's the Buccaneers division to win.
I thought so too.
Say.
I'm with you there. The NFC West. This one's a little challenging to me because I don't see any horrible teams in this division, except for maybe the Seahawks.
I know your dad's not going to like this, but Matthew Stafford, I mean, he's getting old, man.
We've said this for 5 years.
I know, but at some point, and I don't know. I hate to be this way. I really hate to be this way. I like the Rams, but Puka Nacua is their main wide receiver. Devontae Adams, at some point, these guys are going to regress.
I do think if I had to, just because last year went, as well as it did for the Rams, I do think I would be selling Rams stock, but I just can never, I don't think I would be selling all of it just in the sense that I can never bet against Matthew Stafford.
No. But
I don't care if he's 40, he just figures it out.
The buying stock in them is buying Devontae Adams stock, and I just don't know if Devontae Adams stock is the same as it used to be.
Yeah,
but
I don't disagree.
They have veterans, let's say that.
Yeah. I
like Sean McVay. I'm a big fan of Sean McVay.
Big time.
And
I think
Arizona, I can't get behind Kyler Murray. I just don't think he's a very good quarterback.
I'm with you. I've never been big on him, and that's not a height joke. But
I think I just think really and truthfully that is true, though. His size, it's tough.
Yeah. I think Seattle's going to be terrible, but I also don't think that San Francisco is going to be the dominant team that they used to be. I'm selling stock on them as well.
No, because same thing. I just don't think Brock Purdy's that good of a quarterback.
And they had to pay him.
Yeah. They paid him. Christian McCaffrey, can he stay healthy? It never can.
Yeah, seriously. Kittle's not getting any younger.
No, I mean, Christian McCaffrey is probably a top 10 player when he's healthy.
Yeah.
But can he stay healthy for a full season? When was the last time he did that?
Well, and I don't know. Obviously, I don't follow the 49ers as much, but the way I look at it is there's a lot of guys that have wanted and or have gotten out of that locker room, mainly for contract reasons.
Debo.
Is that going to come into play at all?
Yeah, Debo gone. So their wide receivers, Brandon Ayuk out.
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings, questionable. I mean, maybe that's just because. And then they got George Kittle. Their backup is Mac Jones to Brock Purdy. I don't know.
All right, let's do this real quick.
They still have Bosa.
Yeah. Who's
Fred Warner.
You're not wrong.
Their defense is always decent, but I just don't see. They're always a team who's always good, but I just don't see it this year. I just think Brock Purdy is. I don't know if he can lead a team.
I'm with you. Let's do this real quick. Let's run down each division. You tell me who's going to win the division. The NFC East, do we both agree that the Eagles are probably going to win this division?
Yeah, Saquon, Jalen Hurts,
this
AJ Brown. I just don't see anyone. I just don't know if the Commanders can get better.
I think the rest of the division is going to be improved, but it's not going to be enough to catch up with the Eagles.
No, I think they're just on a run right now.
We'll come back. We'll do the NFC North last. Let's do the NFC South. We both think that Tampa Bay is going to win it.
I just think that you got to go with who am I think?
Baker.
I am 0 for 40 on names today. Mike Evans is always good. I just think
running back room
Baker Mayfield is just a solid quarterback in a division that isn't very good.
And a division that is young and every team is trying to improve.
Yeah.
NFC West, I think the Rams are going to win it just on the back. I think the rest of that division kind of stinks.
Yeah, I mean,
I
was hating on them. I think the Rams
been the quarterback there long enough, but I just don't trust him. I trust Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay more than I trust Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy.
I think the Rams really need to take advantage of this season,
big time.
Because you only have so many years left of Matthew Stafford, and you just never know when this division could get better again. I just think this is going to be probably the worst division in the NFC. I mean,
I'm starting to think so too.
Even though I think the NFC is going to be very down this year. Jimmy Garoppolo is their backup.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stetson Bennett is still on the team. I mean, this team it's built for right this second, but not really built for the future.
I agree. Let's finish up with the NFC North. I think the Packers are going to win it just because I think the Lions, it's been 2 or 3 years now. I don't know if they can do it.
I don't think the Lions are going to have a great year this year.
I think it'll be a good year comparatively for the Lions' history, but I don't think they're going to win 13, 14 games.
I think if what needs to be done happens, it's going to be the Bears. But if they have a bad year this year, I don't know what's going to – I mean, you're going to have to – I think Ben Johnson is going to be quick to make changes.
See, and
I don't think he's going to sit around and just watch Caleb Williams struggle this year.
See, and I know Bears fans talk a lot about it has to be this year. I don't think it does. It's only his second year. He's on a 5-year rookie deal.
But what I mean is if he doesn't show signs of being a good quarterback. I'm not saying he needs to go out there and win the division per se or do this and that. He needs to go out there and show that he can lead the team and be a good quarterback. Yeah. I'm not saying if he has some bad games or whatever, but what I'm saying is this is the year he has everything he needs. You can't be like, he doesn't have the offensive line. He doesn't have the wide receivers. He doesn't have this and that. He has all of that this year.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but the way that some, media personalities make it seem like it's do or die. It's guys, it's his second year.
I understand, but he's the number one pick.
And that's just what comes with
it comes with the territory. Well, yeah,
I don't disagree.
It's his third offense or his second offense now in 2 years. I just think that what I'm saying is he needs to show signs of being a good quarterback. He needs to not struggle.
I don't disagree with you on that end.
But like I said, but it does sound like Ben Johnson loves Tyson Bagent.
That's wild.
He says he's been praising him like crazy. And I'm not saying he's going to make the move or anything, but I feel like he's like a guy who he's not going to screw around. He's not going to do what the fans want him to do. He's going to do what he thinks is going to win a game in the moment. And I'm not saying he's going to take out Caleb Williams or anything like that, but we'll get more into the Bears previews before the season. But I think you're going to see some moves that may at first piss off the fans, but I think he's going to do what he wants to do.
It'll be interesting to see. Second-year quarterback, first-year head coach. We will cover the AFC.
Fired up.
They should be. They should. Every team that gets a new coach should be.
He was fired up today.
Yeah.
When they had that 4th down stop. I mean, he seems like a guy who you would say he's a Dan Campbell coaching tree.
Definitely. There's definitely like some remnants of that for sure. For sure. It'll be a good season. Either way, we'll cover the AFC next week for tier rankings and our preview. Let's wrap things up.
I think the AFC is going to be way better than the NFC. There's so many better teams.
I'm starting to agree with you the more I look at it. Let's wrap things up. As always, we've got the TCF top 3. This came about as our discussion last week, but we are going to do capital cursive letters. So we're only drafting capital letters in cursive. Do you want to go first or do you want me to, Zach?
I'm going to go first, and I got to do it. The Z. I think the Z is so cool, and I've had to write it like my whole life, even though they don't really use cursive letters as much nowadays as they used to. I guess that sounds old of me to say, but like I feel like when I was in school, like they forced you from like second grade on.
Learn it in 3rd grade.
Like in 2nd grade, that's all you could use was cursive letters, which
absolutely
nowadays I don't understand. Like I don't really use cursive in my everyday life.
No one does.
No one does. I mean, you type in a computer, it's not cursive.
Exactly. Or you just change the font and then it is.
Yeah. So but that Z, the way it's written out, is very cool.
I don't hate a Z. I will go with the capital S. That's a very fancy S. Almost looks like a swan or a goose.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah, big time. I like the S. I will also go. This is tough. I think there's a couple G. I'm going to go with G. A capital G looks like a music note.
Yeah, it is very cool. But we are picking like the hardest ones to write.
Big time. I think that's what makes them cool, though. That's what makes them top 3 worthy, is the intricacies of writing the capital letter.
I'm going to go with L. I think it's how the L should be written out.
Good choice. I like it.
It's all one swift move.
Yep. It's got, the matching little hoops, one on top, one on bottom. I like the L. What's your 3rd pick?
The H. I think the H is very cool. Another like all in one swift.
Yep.
Even though I think you connect it, but I just like how in cursive it's got that swoop.
The swoop, yes. I think that's the ones that are like attracting me the most, or the ones with the most amount of swoops. All right, final pick. I'm between 2. I'll go D. I'll go capital D.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's got a double swoop. I was between that and a T, which I like a lot.
Yeah, pretty basic though. It's just got like a little tail on it.
Yeah, it's almost got like a little boat on the bottom of it. Capital J is solid.
Cursive is just so cool looking.
It is, but it's.
I used to hate having to do it, but it is very cool once you do it.
Let's get this out of the way, though. A C, an E, a P, an R, an O, V, W, and X literally just look like regular letters. We could have done more there.
I mean, the A is really just the swoop in it.
Yeah, it's a smaller cursive A made big.
B,
we could have done a lot more.
B is like the same thing.
Yep. C's boring. E just looks like a backwards 3.
The Y is like lowercase.
I like a Y. That was in my top 5. Yeah. At least it's got a little, personality on the bottom of it.
Oh, I was thinking of the G.
I know. G is captivating. That was
G
a great
looks like a Y, though.
Also,
it's like missing the connection.
A capital Q is awful. That's just a 2.
They just did sometimes they just took the swoop, like the O. They just took a swoop in it.
Yep, they just threw a swoop in. Let us know what your guys' favorite letters are.
M is just like 2 swoops on the side.
Yeah. Kind of lazy.
Z, I would say the Z is the one that has the most difference to it.
Yeah. Oh, big time. And the Z. Z is.
I said Z.
Oh, I thought you said D.
No, Z. The Z has the biggest difference, I would say.
Big time. I'm with you there. Let us know what your favorites are. We'll be back with lowercase capital cursive letters next week. That's going to do it for episode 264. As always, guys, thanks for joining us. Make sure you check us out on X at @typical_Chicago, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Give us a follow on all those. Follow us on YouTube for all the content in video form. Subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you check us out there. You can find me on X at Boomy TCF and Zach at Zalilia TCF. We'll be back next week with episode 265, breaking down a little bit more NFL preview. But as always, guys, thank you for joining us. This was episode 264 of Typical Chicago Fans. We love you all.
Peace.